Alright guys, currently you're following Rust Riders. If you're following Muscle and Cars, you know there's one thing that I love doing most. Burnouts.
Subscribe to Muscle and Cars. It's worth it, I promise.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh and Corey. Corey with Muscle and Cars, and then Rust Riders. So we're just going to talk about what we've been talking about as far as what we did and why we did it. And basically, we just got a couple different styles, and Corey's got awesome ideas that's just different content. So we just wanted two different channels so you guys weren't, sometimes it was this content and then sometimes it was this content and all that crap. So we still love each other.
No, don't. This is a full breakup.
Never mind. I'll just go home now.
But no, we just wanted to give basically two different perspectives with two different channels instead of you guys watching two different perspectives on one channel. So it's gonna be the same content, both of us, that you've seen on the channel that are both separate. We'll just have two different channels for you guys to check out. So hopefully we got double the content.
Yeah, double the fun, double the pleasure. But yeah, so Muscle and Cars still the same, but
Yep.
you guys gotta follow them because
If you guys look down in the description, hit Muscle and Cars and go follow us again, because right now if you look up, you're following Rust Riders.
yeah, okay. So there's that. Now let's talk about this beautiful Buick Opel. Goes by many names. Man, it depends on what country you're buying it in. There's like a Holden Opel, there's a Isuzu Opel, a Gemini Opel, and if Buick got it, then it was a Buick Opel. So just kind of weird, all the different names. But what we do know for sure is it is an Opel. We'll move you guys around to the front. We're gonna look at the carburetor or whatever. Corey's gonna, we'll turn it on. I'll turn it on for Corey and let him listen to it and kind of see what it does, assuming the battery's not dead. But we'll go from there. We'll start troubleshooting and figuring little things out. All right, so Corey's taking a quick look-see. Do you want me to fire it up first, or you just want to take a, oh, hold on. These are just, oh, man. Well, that one's hand-tight. I thought this one was hand-tight, too, back here. Ooh, that's a paint by,
That's custom, dude.
paint by Melanie right there.
It's custom.
Oh, my gosh.
It's very Halloweenish. I like it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. That old man strength.
Oh, I
Hey, you want me to
yeah.
You. Do you need more room?
Let's see.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna take this off anyway.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. You can take it.
Let me just get this hose off here. Oh my goodness.
And cut.
Oh, work on cars, they said. Okay. I think that should be good.
So that would be a straight vacuum leak. So we need to fix that.
Are we recording?
Good here.
The little red light is
Put
not
that
working.
somewhere. I'm known to lose things. I don't want to lose
I
that.
know right where I'm gonna put it.
So yeah, Josh, let's just fire it up.
Okay.
Let's see what I'm working with.
I'm gonna try it from here. See if I've got juice. Oh, I hear it pumping. I was like, I don't hear it. All right. Try that one more again.
Hey, hold up. Before
gotta
we,
show
I
it,
already see some issues already. So hold on.
Okay.
Why,
Gotta show it.
why did they have vacuum? That doesn't make any sense. We got vacuum. We got intake vacuum loop. How does that make any sense?
What's up, Riggsy? What you doing, boy?
That makes zero sense. Alright, so So this new vacuum you added,
Mhm.
did you just replace what was already? It was already like that. That's
Oh,
where it's
let
at?
me look at it before I lie to you.
So this right here, and then that loop into that.
That was a
already like that?
guess.
That was a guess. Okay.
Because I think it came most of the way.
Okay.
It was just brittle and broken.
Okay.
So I just
So what I
assumed
think is we're in the wrong spot for that.
Okay.
I
And there-
think.
yeah,
I
there's-
see this, and I
Yeah,
see this.
and I've got
Okay,
more
so-
hose if we need it.
Okay,
but-
so I'm just thinking. So some of this is going to be. What else do we have? I mean, there isn't. This doesn't have flip-up headlights or no vacuum operated stuff like that, right?
No.
Then all of this vacuum I see is unneeded. I don't see I don't see. All right, it does have what an EGR, so it has a little bit of emissions, but we don't need all this vacuum stuff. So, and what do we got this going to? Is that a vacuum pump?
I don't know
Yeah, it's a
what
vacuum
that
pump.
goes
That's a
to.
vacuum pump.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just like to eliminate vacuum because all I see is vacuum leak after vacuum leak right here.
Yeah.
So we can leave the vacuum at the vacuum pump just to see if maybe, that's helping out. But what we're gonna do is this ported vacuum on this carburetor, we're actually gonna not tee this. We're gonna run this straight in.
Okay.
Actually, we'll just. Do you have any vacuum caps by chance?
Let me go see.
Okay. It's always the first assessment. You gotta look at everything. And this is actually the first time I've actually looked and messed with this engine.
2 yellow ones.
Okay.
That gas looks. I don't know if it's just a light.
So we're gonna cap this off to where the distributor is gonna get full vacuum and it's not gonna be robbed from anywhere else. This is your that is your detent for the transmission.
Okay. Well, I figured that was,
Actually,
it was going to the transmission, but
So
I didn't
maybe
really
that's
understand
some
how
of
it-
your issue. It could be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's only staying at forward is a little strange though. That is a little strange. Let's see. Sometimes you gotta make it fit. There's why your kids don't watch the channel.
Mark safe from children.
Okay, so basically I just eliminated that T other than where it's coming in here, which is still eliminating because vacuum and vacuum, both of those are basically intake vacuum. So I don't know why, I don't know why it's like that. So basically the only vacuum we're now getting off of that is straight to the distributor, which is good. And then this one, which is coming still off of, this is also intake vacuum right here.
I knew there was one in there somewhere. I wasn't sure if that was.
So what we can do right now, I just want to know I have a sealed engine, like no vacuum leaks anywhere.
Yeah.
So now we have full vacuum to the distributor to make advance, and there should be no vacuum leak in a sense, other than maybe a gasket, depending on how that goes. Do you have any bolts and nuts? We know you ain't got no nuts, but you got any bolts? Oh! Just stick through that.
For that?
Because all we need to do right here is bolt that in to where it can slide.
Right.
That's all you need.
Okay. I can look at that. I don't know. Is that threaded? Or-
Nope.
Okay.
So we just need a bolt and a nut. If not, we need a. You got any cotter pins that are big?
I've got. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I have bolts that would be that small.
Okay. Let's look at some cotter pins. We'll be right back. Cut. And this is not a Ghost Energy advertisement. But if you can't find a bolt and a nut, if you take a thicker cotter pin and you cut it down, slide it in there, twist, and it'll hold it. For something that needs to slide. And we need basically the transmission kick down to slide up and down with the throttle. The more you know.
Okay.
This part's gonna be a bit.
You got it here. Corey Anderson. Look at that.
Oh yeah, you like that?
I like that.
Yeah.
Can you grip
I
it?
don't know.
You want me to hold one end so you don't push it
So
out?
yeah. I actually pull out a little bit.
Don't look at me like that.
Ugh.
Got some judgmental people around here.
Let me see.
Like the color and stuff?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
No wonder. I've been pumping fuel the whole time. I guess I left the ignition on. But hey, at least we know the float works.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That was pumping the whole time?
Yep. I just heard it buzzing. What does 710 mean? You
What?
ready?
I need a 710 cap. Believe it or not, people, I've heard that. I worked in the parts industry, and I've heard I need a 710 cap before. That's actually a real thing.
We got plans? Looks like it.
Yeah.
Good enough.
At least enough to where it's not gonna. I don't think it's ever gonna catch, and it can't. I don't think it can ever catch.
Yeah.
You know, in the sense of like
Keeping
going
it
raw.
up.
Yeah, keeping the throttle.
Yeah.
Boom.
Fixing those vacuum lines gave it reverse some magical way.
I think you're being a little optimistic.
I had a dream.
Yeah. All right, get in there and just give it some throttle back and forth. I just want to make sure it. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. All right, now try it.
Oh, that feels better too.
Now do it like fast, like floor. Yep. Do it again. Do it again. Awesome.
All right, let's fire it up.
Fire it up.
Move your, watch your can. It rumbles, you know. Crazy that's kind of stumbling like that now. That's what it will do when it gets wet. Really. Normally it runs smooth for about a minute, a little over a minute. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, it might be because that's off. Well, one thing to pick on the leaks. I know. Well, time them now.
That screams to me is that there's still a vacuum leak. Because I can basically make a choke. And it will run better. So that's the springs that there could be a vacuum leak where I'm making it where I'm matching the fuel if I was making my own choke.
Do you want me to go get the spark cleaner?
Yeah.
Yeah, tight it up. There you go. The carburetor's not holding down good. Bingo. That makes sense. Watch. Yeah, guys, on a carbureted application, you can make yourself make its own choke and it run correctly. It means there's a vacuum leak somewhere. See if that does anything different. Oh, I think I got it.
Yeah, I mean, that design is horrible.
Yeah.
biggest thing is think about what's your transmission.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what we've decided to do.
So we still could have a little bit of a vacuum leak on the base of the carburetor. Josh is probably going to take it back off, copper coat both gaskets, put it back on because maybe something's warped. But if you notice, when you rev it up, it's in park, it won't actually rev up, and it's because it still has a converter in the load because there has to be a stuck piston in the transmission that still has it stuck in drive. So we're going to see if we can get it to unstick. You put it in reverse and it's like a trans brake, which that's technically what a trans brake does, is locks forward and reverse together. Then when you release a trans brake solenoid, it kicks reverse out so you take off. So we're gonna see if we can get it unstuck, and then it should rev and he should have a driving car.
I'm gonna add a passenger seat real quick so we can both enjoy the action.
Let's go.
All right, we're gonna just run it a little bit. No seat belts. The car has seat belts, but they're not hooked up.
I'm used to that, you know, that 55, no seatbelts. Woo!
Yeah, you feel that?
Yeah, it is in gear.
She's torquey, baby.
Just hopefully it'll knock the rust that's holding the car together out of it.
There isn't any rust, it's just a huge hole.
Yeah, there's just nothing there.
Joke's on you.
Okay, go goobers.
All right, so we're done troubleshooting. We think we got figured out. I'll let Corey explain a little more technically.
So he had an issue where it wouldn't want to rev up at all in park. And so we got here, we messed with some of the vacuum lines. He's gonna have to pull the carburetor back off and try to reseal it so we can get all the vacuum leaks figured out. But it does run and drive. But in park, you try to rev it, and if you watch, the motor will tilt. And that's the same thing as if you wanted to test an engine mount. You put it in gear, you power brake it, and you see if the motor moves or not. Well, what it is first gear piston has to be stuck engaged. So it has a park pin, which is what keeps your vehicle in park, but it's usually in neutral with a park pin. Well, it's in park with first gear engaged. So you put it in reverse and it just locks the car. So we're gonna need to take the pan off, drop the valve body out, clean everything, get all the pistons working back and forth, put it back in, and hopefully we'll have a working transmission. Other than that, we drove it up to the road and back. I mean, it actually drives pretty decent. It'll run even better once we get the vacuum figured out.
Need some suspension work.
Yeah,
Some of them bumps
suspension's a little
were
rough.
A little bit.
And of course, the lack of metal in this vehicle, you know, naturally, rust riders.
Yeah.
We ride in rust and lack of rust and lack of metal.
That's right. Weight reduction's all that is. So I will put his link in the description, so make sure you follow him. No reason not to. A lot more, a lot cooler content probably. Ours is just kind of fun. His is awesome.
I don't know about that. I think we got wild and then wildest.
We got domesticated.
There you go.